video, I'm going to show you how to create new customizations or modifiers and how to attach them to the different products in your menu. So if you go to the menu tab and just open this up, you can see that you have three different sub-tabs here. So full menu, categories, and customizations. So if you go to the customizations page, you can see all the customizations that you currently have and with their options here so on the right side. So first of all, look for the customization that you're trying to create. It might already be here, so you might not want to create a duplicate, and you can just use the existing ones and connect it to the products. But if you don't find what you're looking for, you can just create a new one by clicking on the Add New Customization. And you need to give your customization a name and a title if you want. So the name that you type in here, if you give it a different title, that the title is what's going to show up in the app. But if you don't give it a title, then the name that you create here will show up in the app as well. So I'm just going to call this coffee modifiers, and I'll leave the title blank. Now, your customizations, you can make them mandatory or not. So if mandatory is yes, then customer is forced to make a selection before they can proceed to checkout. But if it's on no, then it means it's an optional customization. They don't need to make any selections. And the minimum and maximum selectables are if you want to force a customer to make a minimum number of selections before they proceed to checkout. Let's say you want to select, you want them to select at least one, then you put a minimum of one here. Or if you want to not allow them to select more than a number of options, then you can add a number here. So you can add a maximum of 3, for example. So in this case, the coffee modifiers is an optional choice. So I do not want to force customers to make a selection. So I'll just leave the minimum and maximum blank in this case, and the is mandatory is on no. The using the left-right options, it doesn't really apply in this case. This option is mostly for pizzas that have the left side and right side, and you want to allow the customers to customize what they want on the left side versus the right side of the pizza. You can also write a description for your modifier if you want to, but it's optional. So you can save this by clicking the button here. And now if you go to the customizations page again, your customizations will also appear here under categories. It's just a bit small here, so I prefer to work with them in the customizations page. So when I go here, now I can see that the new customization that I just created, it's right here, the coffee modifiers. But underneath options, I haven't added anything, so it's empty. But when you look at the other modifiers, you can see that they all have options. So your customization need to have at least one option for it to work. But you can have as many as you want. And to add options, you can just click on the 3-dot icon here and go to options and click on add new option, and just start by typing in the name. So this one, I'm gonna call this extra shot, and I can give it a price, so it's gonna be $1 extra. And I can add a description for it if I want to. If I ever run out of stock, I can make this option out of stock. You can leave the integration UID blank. And the position, if it's important to you, what option appears where, then you can add a number here, and the app will sort them out based on the number that you give to them. The maximum quantity, if you want to use this option, you have to ask us to enable a feature for you. But what this basically does is that you can give the customer options to select multiple quantities of this option. So for example, if you want to give them the option to choose like 1 extra shot, 2 extra shots, or 3 extra shots, then you can enable this. But again, as I mentioned, if you want to use this, you have to let us know. We have to enable a feature in the app for you before it actually shows up. So once you create the new option, you save it, and then you just proceed with adding the other options. So I want to add another option to make this decaf, and this one is free of charge. I'll save this one and then add a new option, maybe add whipped cream. This one is 50 cents. And then I'll save this. So I have the 3 options that come in with my coffee modifiers customization. Now if I go back to the customizations page and I look for coffee modifiers, which is right here, I can see the 3 options are just added to it. So now I'm going back to the full menu. I'm going to search for the product that I want to attach this modifier to. So I want to add this to latte. Search for that, and then I click on the 3-dot icon, I go to edit, scroll down. So you can see that this latte comes in 2 different sizes, the 12 ounce and the 16 ounce. Now if you want to add modifiers to a product, you need to make sure that you add it to both sizes. So you need to do this twice. You open this up by clicking on the up-down arrow here. Scroll down and you can see that the product already has some customizations. It has the milk and the caffeine customization. Now I want to add the one that I just created. So you click on add customization and you can select here from the drop down. So I can see the one I just created is right here, coffee modifiers. And so all the highlighted ones have already been added to this product, and the white ones are the ones that you can add. So just click there, click out, add. You can see it's been added to the 12 ounce. Now I'm going to scroll down and add it to the 16 ounce as well. So again, click on the up down arrow, add customization, coffee modifiers, add, apply changes. And that's it.